Welcome to 64 Video Blog. This is blog number 7. My name is Dick Goodwin. This is a blog about my having colon cancer, which is metastasized to my liver, and basically how it affects me, what the medical options are for me, and how it affects my family, my wife, and what we're doing about it. And I'm trying to keep everybody informed because I know it's very difficult for people to ask questions about, hey buddy, how's that cancer going? As most of you know, I had a treatment on February 22nd where they shot chemo directly into my liver, the right side of my liver, and they cut off the blood supply. And I did, for about a week, have some minor symptoms after that, but it wasn't any big deal. But people should know that if they do have this treatment, if they do, there would be some minor, nothing like traditional chemotherapy. If I can take it, anybody can take it. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that I am back to my old self. Had a good week this week, and I wanted to talk about some of the non-medical things that can occur in your life that make your life a little bit complicated. So that did occur this week, and I did want to mention that it seems odd that I have cancer, and from the time that I was so sick, I've gained 18 pounds. And so I went from 211 up to almost 230 pounds. So Jan is doing her part to keep me fat and happy. But 211 was a big drop for me. And I'm usually a little overweight at 235 or 240, somewhere around there. So I may have to start going in the other direction and trying to watch my weight a little bit. So I want to just read a line from an email that an old classmate had sent me who watches video blog. And he says, "Your calm, objective accounting of this sublime life-death process that we're all dealing with at one time or another has been truly inspiring to me." Well, I guess what I wanted to say was that what makes it me be able to present this in a very calm fashion is that I really, in the long term, I haven't felt any symptoms. I've seen the PET scans. I know the cancer's there. I know that with the second PET scan, the cancer has grown. It's growing slowly, but it has grown. I know I'm getting treatments, and I know all of that, but I don't feel all of that. I don't feel the cancer affecting me. I don't, and that makes a big difference in your life. And people, when they look at me, they would have no idea that I have cancer because everybody says, "Well, you look good," and I don't know what good means, but I think they mean that at least my face has got color, and I seem to be doing okay. But I want to talk a little bit about our week and some of the non-medical issues that you can run into just in dealing with cancer when you run into people that you haven't seen for a while. Now, you all, as you know, I try to keep you abreast of what's going on, keep you informed as to what's going on in my life. But occasionally you run into people that you haven't seen for a long time, and when they ask you, "How are you?" Well, what do you say? "Well, that happened to me this week. My wife and I went to a funeral of an old disability advocate, disability rights friend who had died in Springfield, and there are a lot of other old disability rights advocates that I had known that I haven't seen for 10 years or 7 or 5 years or whatever. And so we, about when the funeral was over, we were all able to chat a little bit. And everybody, "Oh, how you doing? How you doing? How's this one doing? How's that one doing? How are you doing?" And of course, when people would ask me how I was doing, well, "Oh, I'm doing fine. No problems. Everything's okay." Because if you want to stop sort of a nice conversation that's going on amongst old friends, well, you have to say, "Well, I've got cancer, and it's metastasized to my liver, and there's no cure. They can extend my life, but there is no cure." I mean, and I just don't want to say that, so I didn't. So it is a little, I mean, I had, it was in my mind, you know, I mean, I don't know how to handle this. So it is a little disconcerting that I'm telling these people a lie that I'm doing okay. I am on the surface doing okay. What's going on inside of my body, we don't really know. So anyway, after the service was over, myself and my wife and an old friend and my sister-in-law, who works in Springfield, we went out to lunch. And this old friend said, well, I've been looking at your website occasionally over the years. And I said, I've had a website for probably 15 years. It's dickgoodwin.com. And she said, I haven't seen much on there lately. I used to see quite a bit. Well, it's kind of dormant. I don't do much with it. But most of the stuff that I do now, I put on Facebook. And so all of a sudden, she was interested in what was on Facebook and how she could find my site on Facebook. So I started explaining it to her how to get to my stuff on Facebook. Now, I haven't said a word to her about the fact that I have cancer. So I'm getting a little uncomfortable about this, that she'll go there and she'll wonder, well, why didn't this guy tell me this? I'm reading these blogs about this guy's got cancer, and he's a friend of mine, why didn't he tell me? So fortunately, my wife said, well, don't you think you should maybe tell her what she's going to see when she gets there? So I did, and she wasn't too shocked or surprised. I guess maybe that's a typical reaction. You don't want to overreact to somebody saying something about having cancer. But anyway, she was going to go to the site and look it up and check it out. I have 7 videos on there about cancer, and maybe 4 or 5 about some other stuff, some musical videos that I've done and some things like that. So anyway, there's always more to this than just the medical. This is sort of really comes under the heading of the sociological and cultural. And what do I do? Do I lie? I mean, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I've broken one of the 10 commandments. You know, what can I do here? But I think it's best not to just blurt out to people that I have cancer. People will find out. And again, these people, I'll make sure that they find out too. And maybe I'll add them, I'll even probably, once they were collecting email addresses, then I will be able to tell them exactly what's been going on. So anyway, apologize that we have to skip the song today, but hopefully we will see you here next week. Again, there will not be any more medical procedures other than maybe taking blood, which is no easy task. So this is Dick Goodwin from 64VIDEOBLOG signing off and saying hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next week.